And there's already, as you know, some big-name free agents out there. Cam, obviously, being one of them. J.J. Watt. Now, this, I don't know. As you know, hold on a second before we put it up, Don. As you know, you always look to social media for glimpses into the brain of an athlete. Like the number of times that an athlete unfollows his team or teammates, certainly on the outset of free agency or what have you, or during a season. Well, this player is very upset. Or we're constantly looking at social media accounts for breadcrumbs, correct?
Teddy Bridgewater just unfollowed the Panthers.
There you go. For instance, there you go. That is ripped straight from the headlines.
Right.
All right. So Teddy Bridgewater, I guess, out in Carolina, where they're clearing the decks maybe for Deshaun Watson.
Maybe.
Okay. I mean, this is how we look at it.
Totally.
So if that is in fact the case, I guess it's not always one size fits all in terms of this method of trying to glean information in the 21st century from an athlete. Unless J.J. Watt is telling us something with this tweet that he put out today. Please now put it up here. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. There you go, everybody.
I mean,
there you go.
Biology class.
I'm going to decipher that before the end of the show.
At this point in time, liked over 75,000 times. Now, I don't know. I mean, is mitochondria an anagram for the teams that he's interested in? Oh, very good. And did we put this up, or is this a part of it? We did. The Rich Eisen Show is letting everybody know, by the way, to our radio audience, this is an excellent, one would say, biological analysis of what mitochondria is.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Intermembrane space is, I think, my nickname from high school. So I don't know. I don't know. Or is it just J.J. Watt sitting around while trying to figure out his future, saying, watch this. Give me something to tweet and it'll get 70-some-odd thousand likes. Tell me. Yeah. Go for it. And is this a dare? Is this a bet?
Well, it was like the one we didn't even get to from yesterday where someone was like, yo, bro, you going to sign somewhere? And he's like,
oh, that's funny.
It takes me an hour to pick a restaurant. Like, let me enjoy this.
I know. It's going to take a while for him. But at least that is a way of just saying, I'm not going to have an announcement anytime soon. Right. That you could actually glean from his social media. He's addressing his free agency directly.
Right.
This one is just, it caught my eye. I'm not going to lie to you. Mitochondria, you had me at hello when you're going to drop that on Twitter. Do you think people are going to try and dissect what this possibly means?
Oh, absolutely.
Since dissection is normally what you would associate with mitochondria? From back in my day.
And also his use of powerhouse.
Yeah. Oh, maybe he's working on his core?
That's something. I mean, who's got a powerhouse defensive line that maybe
okay.
Tennessee
the
comes
cell
to
is
mind?
a team. Clearly, if
Cell's
you
a
look at
team.
mitochondria, you can't have an outer membrane without an inner membrane.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's what Warren Sapp would always say, the front and back end of a defense have to work together.
Something
Same
has to
thing
house the DNA.
with mitochondria. I was terrible.
Who's the quarterback in there? Who's the DNA?
I still can't get. That's true. I still can't get the green wedge in Trivial Pursuit. By the way, does that date anybody more than saying I play Trivial Pursuit?
Are you using the 1980 version?
I
Because
don't
all the
even know
answers
what the
are
hell
different.
you're talking about, man. I don't quite get it or understand.
Rich uses the black and white film version.
And so, and that's one thing I kind of touched upon with Adam Schefter yesterday. And Adam, being a lead pipe wielding professional who knows his verbiage, his reporting, his words out of his mouth, whether tweeted or anywhere, gets picked up and dissected, again, to use the mitochondrial version of the word, that he is, I don't even know if I just made up a word, that he wouldn't even touch hey, give me some names of some players that could get cut. Because... And this is one thing I want to ask Jason Light, too, is like, when do we know what the salary cap number is? I mean, salary cap in the NFL is kind of the way a lot of people view real estate, is that barring something totally unforeseen, it's never going to go down. Never going to go down. Except now the totally unforeseen has happened. And what does that mean? I mean, Jason Light could have sat there 2 years ago and he's like, okay, Godwin I know is coming up in 2021. we'll have this amount of money placed aside for him. Now that amount of money has got to be shared with a whole bunch of other people potentially because the salary cap number's down. You know, and Godwin could sit here all he wants and say, you know, it's great to play with Tom Brady, but when somebody else is going to be offering him a whole bunch of money and he's got his ring already, and if that much money is more than what Jason Light can offer, does it matter if might go to a spot where the state government takes that difference anyway? You know what I'm saying? Less from Jason Light is equal to what somebody else might give him because Jason Light doesn't have they play in a state where there's no state tax.
Exactly.
I'm serious. Like, this is the sort of stuff that's going to go down.
It's a big deal.
So he wouldn't say, but you know one name that I saw that could be cut that really jumped out at me is Von Miller.
I saw that too.
So that's another thing too with J.J. Watt. Like I'd strike like right now before more people hit that market.
Yeah.
I think I figured it out.
The Texans did him a favor by letting him out there. You figured what out?
Where he's going, just from that tweet.
Okay, what is it? What do you got?
Well, mitochondria, as you said, right?
Yes.
They generate most of the chemical energy needed to power the cell's biochemical reactions.
Somebody's
right?
been Googling.
And also, no, I remember this. And also, mitochondria are inherited only from the mother, right? So inherited means something that's passed down to you.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
So we need power in something that you inherited. Well, Los Angeles inherited a football team from San Diego. And what do you do when you power something? You charge it. Therefore, J.J. Watt is going to the Chargers. You're welcome. I just figured that out.
I mean,
I'll be here all week. Try the manicotti and tip your
That is
server.
juicy.
How about that?
You know what? I appreciate the effort.
Bosa,
I appreciate the effort. You know,
Ingram,
new stadium.
Watt.
New stadium?
or if you're going to inherit something, right? Where does his family reside?
All over the country.
No.
Ooh.
Where if you're going to, like, what is, if the
Where's his mama
mitochondria
live?
is the powerhouse of the cell, where currently is the most watts? Where's the watt cell?
Because it's high on my damn agenda.
No, there's not
Wisconsin?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, I was going to say Pittsburgh.
That's,
that. You could say
Yeah, I would say
Pittsburgh
it's
too.
His brothers play in Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
Understood.
well, that was
could
going to be
too.
my higher register like 3 weeks ago, but
Hold on a second. Does mitochondria have the same number of syllables as Roethlisberger?
ooh, mitochondria, Roethlisberger.
No.
No. All right, we're grasping at straws.
Yeah, like just.
I'm going to stick with my
I
thought.
think it just comes
I'm
down.
with TJ right now.
I think it just comes down to it. He just said, "Hey, look at this. Watch. Give me something. Give me something to tweet that has nothing to do with anything, and watch it just
Well, it's
explode."
kind of like what was it, Gronk during his offseason. He just tweeted out the eyes, and everyone went nuts.
I know. I mean, why not?
Yeah, why not?
What else are you going to do to pass the time? But if I was him, I'd strike while the iron was hot before anybody else out there. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.